this court personally will always welcome media attention to what is happening in our courts. I think it serves everybody's interest. Court is calling case number D versus, let me get counsel's appearance.
Josef Karacsonyi, 10634, and Sabrina Dolson, bar number
13105.
for the plaintiff O'Neill, who is present in court.
All right, thanks so much. Go ahead, Mr. Leavitt.
Brandon Leavitt, bar number 11834, on behalf of the defendant, Mr. O'Neill, who's also is present in court today, Your Honor.
Okay, so I am pleased to hear that the parties have reached a resolution. Before we get into the substance of that, though, I did get a media request from our Nevada judges to record these proceedings. The court is aware that there is an order sealing that was executed. The legal basis for that order sealing has now been repealed pursuant to Senate Bill 432. And so I don't believe that there's a basis for the court. Presumptively, they're allowed to be here. It was unknown to the court whether either party had an objection or wanted to assert a compelling reason to exclude them.
But for some sensitive filings, which I understand are not technically part of the record, we're fine with them being here. Again,
Okay.
There was some redacted documents provided. Again, so long as those are not made available to the general public. There was some account numbers missed in the redactions.
Okay, and if you know exactly where those are, the court is happy to strike them and they can be refiled in their redacted form. We don't really have a procedure yet to raise this issue or to strike orders sealing a case that are no longer effective. So I appreciate everybody's willingness to work with the court on that. And this court personally will always welcome media attention to what is happening in our courts. I think it serves everybody's interest. That being said, there's an agreement that's been reached. Go ahead, whomever wants to put it on the record.
Yeah, it's very brief, Your Honor. Mr. Has started the process to transfer to $3.4 million. He is going to transfer that from the account. He's going to transfer that. He's getting the monies in the next couple of days. It was represented.
Yes, and it's not a transfer, it will be, but he's in the process of liquidating it from the shares in. When upon receiving said liquidated funds, then he will transfer to her. But I don't want the court to think that he'll have actual cash in the next couple of days. I don't know that to be true.
Is there a time frame within which it's reasonable to expect it could be liquidated?
Could be 1 day, could be 3 days. It's however fast he can do it. He doesn't control that.
But we're not talking about weeks.
We're not talking about weeks.
No.
He doesn't think so. Okay, thank you, sir.
So
All right.
can we say that he'll transfer it to her within 7 days?
Yes, within 7 days of receipt in his hands from Charles Schwab.
Oh, if it's gonna be a couple of days, can we say safely 10 days? Within 10 days of today's date? I'd rather go off of today's date because then we don't have to rely
For the actual liquidation and receipt of the funds.
And turn it around in that time period. Yes, I just don't want to agree to a date certain or a days certain and it takes 15 instead of 10.
We can agree that he will immediately commence the process or will commence the process within the next 24 hours. To avoid any unnecessary delay in the liquidation.
So the court is aware he already has.
Okay,
the process.
fantastic. Good.
Right, so he's going to transfer the $3.4 million to Ms. We are going to then work on reconciling whatever remains of her half of that account. She's entitled to half. There's no disagreement about that. And then we are going to attempt to resolve the other issues prior to any further litigation.
Okay, that being said, I would have intended to treat this as a case management conference. I can continue the case management conference, set it for 30 days, 60 days, whatever council's pleasure, just so I don't lose track of finalizing the case.
Mr. Karacsonyi and I had talked about getting a trial date today. I think that might be the best way to do
I am
this.
not prepared to do that. I don't do that in my department, which is why when you ask me, I can give you a trial date within 60 days.
Oh, okay. You want to do a continued case management conference in 60 days?
Sure, that'd be fine.
And that gives us some time to
Try to resolve everything
everything else.
Okay,
And
and
we-
then if there's a referral to a senior settlement judge, that might make this more effective. I'm happy to facilitate that.
Sure.
Or Mr. Levitt and I can agree on a private mediator.
That's fine.
That's fine. too.
Obviously.
I have every reason to believe, Your Honor, that we'll resolve this and get it off your docket.
Okay.
This is pretty cut and dry from where Mr. Karacsonyi and I stand.
Okay, so are we at 30 days or 60 days for continued case management?
I think 60 days with the summer and
I concur.
Okay, let me get a 60-day date. At what time? September 2nd at 11?
That'll work for me, Your Honor.
Okay, that worked. Oh,
For some reason I had my remote on and now it's always freezes up on you when you. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't know what happened.
remote appearances will be fine as well if that helps anybody out. Ms. Dolson, do you have access to that, to the calendar? Is that what you're doing, looking up his?
I'm trying to as well, trying to log back in. For some reason I got locked out.
Continue.
What time was it? September 2nd?
It was at 11.
I'm just. All right, September 2nd. Yep, we are free.
Okay,
Thank you, Your Honor. Sorry
Thank
for
you
the
all.
delay.
Thank you, Judge.
no problem.
Appreciate your
See
time.
you all then,
All right, thank you.
or hopefully not.